Hi, this is something that's quite new for me. I generally don't show my face on screen, and I generally don't talk to other teachers. I generally talk to students. You might have seen my YouTube channel, Miss Slow Physics. It's lots of my hand drawing things out and trying to explain some physics concepts. And it's something I started 5, 6, no more than that, 7 or 8 years ago now. I had a bit of a hiatus, but COVID has brought me back into the YouTube fold. And an awful lot of the work I've been doing you can't actually see because it's all unlisted, and it's for my students privately at school, although I do still keep some things public. So I thought I'd try and give some tips for live online lessons, because the COVID crisis in the UK means that all secondary schools are moving on to online learning for at least 2 weeks. And I think everybody will have learnt a lot over the last lockdown about how to best teach our students virtually. And I know that I did, but I wanted to have a think about how I could try and give out some of the things that I'd learned and read about and have worked really, really well. Because I think if I think back to what I was doing in the first lockdown to what I'm doing now, it's like miles away. You can't even think about the differences between them. So the first thing I'd just like to say is an awful lot of this stuff is stolen from this book here, Doug Lemov's Teaching in the Online Classroom. It's a really, really excellent read, and I would recommend anybody who's having to teach online to have a look through it. This is probably a distilled version of the main tips that I found really useful for teaching my GCSE and A-level students physics. Of course, it can be applied to any subject. But I'm not an expert, I don't pretend to be, but hopefully these little tips and tricks will help over the next fortnight and through the rest of the online learning that we have to do through COVID. So let's see how we go. If you've got any comments, please feel free to write them in the comment box. That feels weird because normally I disable comments because all my videos are students. And if there's anything you'd like some help with, or anything that you see that you'd like to have a copy of, please let me know and I'll be happy to share.